Happy New Year, Taurus. This is your tarot reading for January 2016. And I'm going to get right down to it. Cards have been pre-shuffled and cleared. Okay, a card did drop out. This is Nine of Cups. Okay, I'm going to cut the cards. Okay. The second card is Nine of Pentacles, or Nine of Coins. So you have two nines so far. This is very significant because the nines mean close or finishing a cycle or completion. Then you have Three of Pentacles. Now, Taurus, you're an earth sign, and Pentacles represent the energy of earth. So this is very good for you as far as starting the new year. It seems as if you're in your element. And these pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, is the card of prosperity. It can mean the good life, um, material wealth. And then Three of Pentacles is a card of prosperous and happy employment. It means teaching and learning as well. Maybe you're going to school. It can also mean counseling and receiving help. Getting not just counseling, but someone helping you, teaching you how to do something. You could also, and once again, this also applies to being a student as well. It means collaboration and working together. Okay. All right. You have Two of Pentacles reverse. You have Four of Wands. That's good. You have the Tower reversed. It seems as if there are a lot of things that have become more structured and stable for you in the month of January. This is Five of Cups. This could mean loss or regret. Ace of Swords, decision making, clarity, truth. And then we have Temperance in reverse. Okay. Things might get a little out of balance here. Okay, so as always, I will pull outcome cards at the end of the reading. Okay, first things first. Your major arcana. Looking very carefully because I think in December I missed a couple of arcana cards. You only have two major arcana cards. The Tower's in reverse and Temperance is in reverse. Tower means upright. This is the card of starting over. An unexpected event that uh, shakes things up and you end up starting over again, revising your plans. Everything is torn down and you have to go back to square one. Now that energy is reversed. And so it could very well be that there is something, that lightning bolt is not coming to tear things down, but at the same time, it could also mean that you're continuing to be in a situation that maybe should be stopped, but is not being stopped. Um, how can I say this? The tower represents people who are going down a path, and these unexpected events come because they didn't necessarily pay attention to certain warnings. Their ego was out of control, um, and they needed to get knocked down a few pegs. Um, but also, like I said, it's unexpected events that come out of nowhere. And could happen to you. I'm not saying that you are responsible for something bad or not paying attention to something, but it could also be an unexpected event that just comes out of nowhere. So this is reversed. There might not be an event that's coming out of nowhere, but it could be a warning that you need to be careful, that you might be oblivious to something or a situation that could still knock you out off your feet here. Um, it could mean a crisis has been averted, that maybe you're not starting over, that you're preventing something from being completely torn down. And sometimes that's good, sometimes that's bad. I think maybe this is a good omen that you won't have to start over. But the issue is that you have this Temperance card in reverse. And you see this Temperance card, um, it usually means balance, peace, healing. And it has a lot to do with water and emotions. You see this angel um, who's got this light radiating from the third eye. And then they've got this delta sign meaning change. And so the Temperance card is about adapting to change and keeping your balance. And you also see this golden crown here. This golden crown that illuminates your highest good and wisdom and enlightenment. So having temperance means adapting to change, keeping your emotional balance in spite of all the chaos. And you have one foot in the water and one foot on the earth. Okay, Taurus, now you are the earth. Your element is earth. So this is about upright. This is about having balance with your emotions, but also your groundedness and stability. And you are probably the most logical, rational people. But this is in reverse. And so the concern here is that maybe you're not able to keep yourself balanced during some chaos that might be approaching. And once again, this tower in reverse, the chaos has not arrived, but it certainly could mean that there's a path that's happening where it could be arriving, that all this wonderful stability, you know, that's happening here early on, there might be a few disruptions, which has a lot to do with this Five of Cups, which is the card of loss and regret. But you didn't lose everything here. And also, because this is cups, there is an emotional attachment to this loss. Now, if this is a relationship reading, Um, it could definitely mean that, there might be a little um, unhappiness in the relationship, a little unbalanced, um, a little things are out of whack. And that might have a lot to do with a particular person, especially with this Ace of Swords trying to find clarity. Now, I'm all over the place here, but let me backtrack to also, you have this Four of Wands here in the middle of your spread. And this is the card of accomplishment, celebration, and success, overcoming obstacles, happy home, happy family. Um, you see this couple celebrating. And so you might be in a relationship, especially if you have a partner, you're living with a partner, and you two are trying to work things out in the relationship. Maybe there's a partner who's going through a bad time, depression, loss of job. And this is the first thing that's coming to me, and I'm just saying them as they come to me as I look at these cards. So you and this partner are going through some struggles together. But here in the beginning, I think that you, Taurus, you are getting your stability together. You are in your element here. And this definitely means um, material resources. It could mean, once again, a great job that you get hired at, that you're very happy with, fruitful and productive employment. And once again, this could mean counseling, collaboration. For a relationship, it definitely means a strong partnership that financially, it seems as if things are getting a little bit more stable. And I believe, Taurus, in previous readings, um, you've had your elements come up very strong and you might have been dealing with a lot of financial instability. But it seems as if in the beginning of the year, in January, a lot of this is solved or resolved. And Nine of Cups, of course, and you also seem to have a lot of emotion running through. Temperance is a very emotional card with the water. Five of Cups is water. Nine of Cups, this is a card where you get what you want here. It's the wish card. And if this wish card usually shows up in a tarot reading, one rule of thumb is that you get what you want. And as I said, you also have these two nines here as well. Now, you have moving forward. So, um, you have this Four of Wands, and it's surrounded by this Two of Pentacles in reverse. And this is the card of juggling. And once again, note how you have your pentacles, your element here, but you also have the water in the background. And this is also a card of balancing and juggling, um, and not letting your emotions throw you out of whack. But like the Temperance card, this balancing act is not working out so well. So, Taurus, it seems as if with this prosperity or new job and new obligations and new prosperity that's coming your way, there seem to be a lot of looking at your reversals. It seems as if there's a lot of attempts to juggle and keep things in line, but maybe that's not the case. And it definitely seems to have a lot to do with averting or preventing this tower from happening to you. And when I get to this Five of Cups in the future, heading into the end of January, into February, it seems as if maybe in this juggling act, you lose a few things. For instance, you have this temperance cup that's upside down. This temperance, I said cup, but you see this angel balancing the cups, pouring water back and forth. Okay. The cycle of giving and receiving. happens in a natural cycle, but it seems you're losing a few things. You drop some of the cups here, okay? And so this balance and juggling act that you've got going on here with Two of Pentacles, you're going to, because you're unable to keep up this balancing act, you might lose a few things. And it's interesting, you lost the 3 cups here and you have 2 cups left. And so now you have this angel trying to work with the 2 cups that are left. But once again, it's still a little bit difficult here. You know, this balance that you're trying to find with these new changes and new prosperity and new resources, and maybe it could be getting counseling and the other partner is not in sync with you in this relationship. In a career reading or finances is a financial reading, it definitely means that because these 2 cards are reversed, that things are not in sync, things are not balanced, things are out of whack here for you. But that doesn't mean that with this Ace of Swords that you are still not trying to find some clarity here. You're still figuring things out. So, having said that, I am going to shuffle for your outcome cards. How is this all going to end up for you? That was 5 of Wands that kind of flipped over. That was Page of Wands. Okay. All right. The next card, you have 6 of Cups reversed. Disconnect with the past. This usually means upright. It means fond memories. It could mean a relationship from the past, connection to family, fond affection and memories. But now there's a disconnect, so there could be some long-standing relationships or family members or ex-boyfriends, ex-girlfriends. You know, there's a disconnect with the past, putting things in the past. That's not necessarily a bad thing. We have Page of Cups in reverse. This could mean working things out. It could mean a new romance. It also means fertility, as far as pregnancy. There's a lot of water going on in here, a lot of emotions that are showing up now for you, Taurus. But this is in reverse too. And so there are going to be some reversals in relationship issues. That doesn't mean relationships are necessarily going to end, especially if this has a lot to do with family members. But emotionally, Taurus, you might feel like you're ready to tell someone to hit the road. You might not want to feel that you want to work things out. It could very well be that this person who's not in sync with you, who's causing the imbalance here, is indicated by Two of Pentacles and Temperance in reverse. You're not going to you're not going to try to work things out in spite of the long history. And now keep in mind that we had 2 cups left, as indicated by 5 of Cups. We had 2 cups here. And with the Page of Cups, we're down to 1 cup. And that is in reverse too. So maybe you lost that other cup. Maybe this other person is not in a partnership with you because the 2 cups in Temperance in reverse. Now we're down to that 1 cup. And then Judgment card in reverse. Now the Judgment card is about new decisions in a new life that occur. When it's upright, this means a new event that completely changes your life and you start over. You start a new life because of this Judgment card. It's sort of like Judgment Day has come and now there's a new resurrection. You get to start over. Sometimes that can mean a judgment, a legal decision that will make you start over. Sometimes it can be an event like a marriage or a pregnancy or something like that, based on decisions that you've made. Everything that you've decided or actions that you've taken in the past, they all come back and affect this event that happens that changes your life. But this change does not happen. And I think that's very interesting considering the Tower is also in reverse, that this crisis or event that can be life-changing does not come. And maybe it's because this other person is preventing the change, preventing things from starting over. But nevertheless, it seems to be this whole matter because you have this Four of Wands in the middle. This whole thing seems to be about the, how can I say this? It's just this Four of Wands seems to be about having a stable family, happy relationship, prosperity, everything you want here. But things seem to be out of sync. There's some obstacles surrounding where you don't want to lose this prosperity and happiness that you have in the beginning. And maybe there's someone in your relationship or someone affecting your work in your workplace that's getting in the way of that. Someone from your past, someone you've been emotionally attached to, but you no longer are. I think emotionally, Taurus, you are one, I feel that you are the type of energy to where you will set your emotions aside. You don't believe in being sentimental. You deal with the here and now, and you deal with the practical, and you will think very clearly about a situation as well. So, yeah, the theme for your reading for January 2016 seems to be working out through the chaos or the ups and downs, and at the same time, trying to prevent big shakeups. And I'm not sure that you're going to completely be able to prevent big shakeups or big disasters or starting over, as indicated by this Tower and Judgment in reverse. Okay? So, the shakeups and the chaos that's happening here, you're trying to keep things in check, as indicated with the Tower and Judgment, but not sure that's going to last for very long. And you can be very stubborn and want to keep things the same, but doing that is really throwing you out of whack here, out of balance. Okay, so that was your reading. Feel free to contact me for a personal reading. I appreciate those of you who've left wonderful comments and letting me know that things have been resonating with you. Especially for the year-end readings. If you have not watched my year-end reading for all of 2016 for your astrological sign, you should do that. I wish you a happy new year, and I will see you in February, um, with your new readings. But please, if you need clarity for your situation, you should definitely contact me for a personal reading. I also give email readings for $10. Um, I would love to hear from you. Once again, thank you for your comments. And I will be posting a video to introduce myself and posting videos on manifesting good things in your life, basic magic techniques, the type of magic that you can use in your everyday life to um, to manifest joy and happiness in your life, to manifest better relationships and things like that. So I'll be posting videos that are not always about tarot for 2016 because I would really love to interact more with a lot of you who've been posting comments. So please be safe, and I will see you in a few more weeks for February's reading. Take care.